pink because that's what I like to crush.
Nice. That's a good color. This is not a jigsaw puzzle.
I thought we were supposed to be playing jigsaws.
No.
What the fuck is this shit?
Don't worry.
I'm not here to play chess.
You're right. We are not here to play chess. All right. So I believe you might appreciate what I've sorted for you.
Is it a Boku no Pico puzzle?
What do you think?
What the fuck is this shit, dude? Really? You're gonna make me do this shit? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yo, like the background too?
Right now, dude.
Do you like the background?
Man, this is some fucking bullshit, dog.
Dog, we got Sif looking over us. Don't fucking worry, dude.
Man. How do I see Sif? Okay. I don't even see the background.
Like, scroll out with, like, freaking your mouse wheel and shit.
I see something. It's not a Sif.
That's a Sif, dude. That's a majestic Sif.
Oh, okay. Now I see it. Holy
now you see
shit.
Sif? There you go.
Sif, come here. Come say hello. You're a real dog. We need to show them that you exist.
The real one. There we go.
Who's a good little doggy who likes the marshmallows? Is it you?
Does she make marshmallows?
Oh, yeah, dude. She's a cannibal.
Oh, man. That's great. That's good.
Hell yeah, dude.
So, as per tradition, I also need you to pick us some lovely background jingles to listen to.
Background jingles, huh?
Yep. So, we have...
Could be anything.
Sweet iPod here with genres.
Okay.
What are you into?
I'm into furrycore. It fits the situation.
Don't think we got furrycore, actually.
Oh, that's... How the fuck are you gonna give me this yif shit and not have furrycore, dog?
I'm fucking sorry, man. This is all we got on lock here.
Okay. I can't help but notice there's no country, and that's good because country makes you hit your wife. So we're gonna go ahead and pick ambient.
All right, ambient's a very safe pick. Go ahead and just click that motherfucker.
Okay.
Just tap.
How do I?
Just click.
I don't
there you
think
go.
I click. All right.
And then you hit the play button down here. It's like an iPod.
I don't do iPods, homie. I live in Texas. We're like Amish and shit.
Okay, the future is here, and that just hit this middle circle button right here.
I did. Go ahead, do it again.
Oh, you gotta pick the actual song. I'm stupid.
Okay.
I'm fucking stupid. I'm sorry. The future is too strong for us.
What the fuck is this shit?
Dude, it's just good music.
Garden walk.
Nice.
Because when I think of gardens, I think of a flaming furry fucking a slightly less infernal furry.
Sir, I don't know if you realize this, but I believe you might know who those furries are.
No.
No?
No, that ain't me.
Nah, you don't know? Okay.
No. Maybe Risk will know that. I think he got fucked by one of those.
He might have. I actually had to censor this for a YouTuber audience. There was a little bit more graphicness down there.
Are you sure? I couldn't tell.
You couldn't? Are you
I
sure you
thought it was
tell?
like this, dude? What the fuck? Does that mean I have to go bring up Google so I can see this shit for myself?
I mean, if you want to go check it out real quick, that's fine.
Okay, dog.
What?
Fill in the blanks for me, because it'll be better. Does his cock have lava coming out of it?
No.
God damn it, dude!
I know,
What the fuck?
I know. I'm sorry.
Man, we're making excellent progress with this jigsaw.
I mean, we're making pretty solid progress. I'm not gonna complain.
Right, so what are we doing here? What's the game plan, homie?
All right, game plan. I usually am one of those guys, and pretty much most people do this, is where we just go with the side pieces first.
Yep, I do side pieces and then I organize them by color usually.
Yeah, that's fair. I can get behind that. I usually try to find all the corner pieces first though, before going in too hard.
Is there like some auto snap shit going on? Like, how does this work? I've never done a tabletop.
There is actually on this board. There is an auto like where that piece would go. Like, it would shift to that one square. I guess you could say.
Oh, so I could sit there and trial and error it like a pussy.
No. It say all right. So, put it this way. You see me putting this piece down right here?
Mm-hmm.
It goes right in, right?
Yep.
But see me put it down a little bit over here. It'll adjust because that's where it should be going. So you can't really trial and error. Right. It's just like
I think I found a snappy here, dude.
You gonna snap?
What the fuck?
Okay, you gotta
puzzle mechanics? Wow, dude.
I'm sorry, DSP. I didn't know you were here. Jeez. All right,
Yo,
there you
you
go.
want me to hook you up? You could have the next wind down hour DSP, dude.
I really think that's a really good idea, and I agree. And also, I actually think you got the wrong snappy piece because that is not an actual URL.
Are you sure?
tinyfackler.com? I don't know.
I'll show you a tiny fackler, dog. Come over here.
God damn it, dog. All right. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh yeah, baby, you just gotta look for the text.
Of course, there's a Tumblr account that put this together.
Class. You're giving me this yiff shit. If I got to pick the puzzle, it would have been like in the ocean and shit. You got like orca whales.
Oh, you're one of those
Dolphin.
like nature puzzlers?
Yeah, I like underwater puzzles. I had an interest in marine biology, dude.
Do you really?
Hell yeah.
I did not know that.
My favorite videos is this video of a fucking guy who finds an ocean sunfish. And he just goes, "What the fuck is that thing, dude? Fucking. We gotta call the aquarium or something, bro." It is the best fucking video I've ever seen in my life.
I actually think I know what you're talking about. It was a really big fish, right?
Yeah, they look like fucking... I don't know a polite way to say it, dude, but they look stupid. Like, they look dumb. Like, if I was a fish, I would absolutely be an ocean sunfish. They don't even have tails. They're like big potatoes with fins.
Oh, man. Call the aquarium about that thing, huh?
Yeah, absolutely, dog.
Huh, interesting. All right, that's fair. So, another thing I know about you, you also love, and I know this is very friendly for YouTube, politics. What's your favorite political thing to talk about?
Political thing to talk about?
Political thing to talk about.
I feel like you're trying to get me to antagonize your YouTube audience here.
I mean, if there's one thing I know that YouTube loves, it's a good, healthy dose of drama, and I think that might be what we need.
I love Dramamine too, dude. It's a good medicine.
I actually got a bunch in my bathroom right now.
It knocks me the fuck out, though.
Does it really? There's non-drowsy versions.
I like getting knocked the fuck out, dude.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Absolutely.
I mean... I need it personally for like VR things, but that's about it.
See, the thing about politics though is I know you're not into politics as far as I'm
not
aware.
really.
Like, I think I've tried talking.
You have
with you about it before. And I'm honestly like, this ain't my stream, dog. We gotta find something we can both talk about. I'm not just gonna say inflammatory shit like Trump is the greatest president of all time and Hillary needs to be locked the fuck up. I would never dream of saying something like that unless it was an actual discussion. You know what I mean?
Right, that's fair. So you do or do not vote for Bill 714?
What the fuck is Bill 714,
Completely
dog?
made that up. Try to sound smart. Didn't work out, apparently.
You took too much. But no, I'm going to go ahead. Like, I know if I don't add, like, an asterisk at the end of that statement, let me go ahead and say I'm not a fucking Trump supporter, so don't cry in the comments about how I'm, like, some fucking neo-Nazi. I might be from Texas, but I'm a good boy, dog. I'm always a liberal in Secret Hitler. I was a liberal last time we played Secret Hitler. You can quote me on that,
That's
dog.
true.
Okay, I need to stop fucking being a jabberjaw and start making some fucking work on this puzzle.
No, it's all good. It's all good. You just gotta get used to it. Oh, you might want to change your rotation degree to like 45. It might make this easier for you.
How the fuck do I...
That's on the very top. Just click that.
Alright, okay, that's probably gonna help a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
See, I need to zoom in. I can't fucking see.
Oh yeah, go right ahead, man. I mean, if you don't play zoomed in, then you ain't gonna see a damn thing here.
Absolutely. It's just like my penis.
Exactly. Something about micro penises, yeah?
Absolutely, dude.
Just something about them, always on the mind.
So what games are you looking forward to, homie?
Oh, God. All right, there's this one game called RE Legend. Have you heard of that?
No.
All right, so I don't know if it's your kind of thing, but it's definitely my kind of thing. You remember Harvest Moon and all that stuff?
Yeah, I played Stardew Valley, and I only played the fishing, and then I quit.
Same.
I was done with the fishing.
Fucking same. But it's kind of like an improved version of that. I guess you could say it has like monster like taming and evolution and shit too, and like dungeon delving. And...
Evolutions of the devil, dog.
I mean you're right, but I mean I'm down with the fucking clan if that's the case to get some fucking
Wait, you're a
Pokemon
fucking
type shit.
juggalo, dude?
My neighbor tried to get me to be a jungalo when I was younger. I know a lot of
jungalo. I love
jungalo.
junggalos, dude. Are those like the tropical version?
Dude, they're like Dunkaroos pretty much, but you know, they're not bad. But he got me to listen to a lot of ICP and Twisted and shit like that when I was younger.
I only know like ones. Well, actually, I know a couple lines from a couple of their songs, but I don't know any of them in their entirety. My favorite is the Fire, Water, Air, and Dirt. Fucking magnets. How do they work?
Ah, that's one of their newer ones. I love that one.
And then Yo Nuts, We Want Yo Nuts. will itch and scratch and bite yo nuts. Yo nuts, we want yo nuts. Please, oh please, fuck dirty butts.
That's
a classic, dude.
I don't know that one actually. That's
a
really
good one,
good.
man.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure that's from them. I could be wrong.
Are you sure that's not like your own like?
I could have just made it up. I don't know.
Like that's like a dream song of yours for ICP, right?
I mean, I remember most of the songs I make up. They're almost all from my dog.
Oh yeah, Sif's a huge juggalo.
No. She's not. Come on, dog.
No?
You can call me a juggalo, but don't call my dog a juggalo. That's
You're
fucked
right.
up.
You're
It's
right. You're
crossing
right.
the line.
I'm sorry. That was very inconsiderate.
That puppy's my baby.
Right, she is absolutely a wonderful dog. Hot dog even.
Okay. I'll say
Shit.
that. And it really, honestly bothers me that so many people who watch me are furries, because I kind of think, what if they just saw my dog and that was what initially attracted them to the stream? You know what I mean?
I mean, wasn't that how like you and a female were initially attracted because of the dog?
Kinda. That was part of it. Like I remember Amanda, she watched Cheyenne stream because she thinks she liked Cheyenne a lot. She thought she was fun.
Okay.
And she was watching, I think, Cheyenne's perspective on one of the late nights where my dog was in the fire. It was when I was cucking Amaz, dude. Like when we were playing golf and I was knocking him into like Saudi Mongolia.
Okay. Yeah,
by,
of course.
By
of
launching
course.
him. You remember that shit?
Yeah,
Classic,
absolutely.
dude.
How could you forget that?
And she apparently saw my dog in the fire and she thought that dog was really cute. And then she found out it was my dog. And then she said she liked my voice. So she came into my stream one time when I was doing like my Dark Souls challenge run bullshit that nobody cares about.
Right.
I remember my controller had broken that night. I was pissed. So I was trying to do like fucking SL1 New Game Plus 6, no rolling blocking pairing with the keyboard and the mouse.
That's just asking for trouble at that point.
It didn't go well. I got 0 kills that night. And I was so pissed. And usually when I'm faced with a situation like that and I'm upset, I usually tell stories about myself where I fuck up and I'm a failure. So I basically had like a marathon of all of my fuck ups with women.
Damn.
And I guess she decided to throw me a fucking bone or something, dog. Like, I guess she liked my attraction sign. And, it just kind of went from there. She said she was going to hit me up on Twitter, and she did. And before I know it, I'm in fucking California, and homeless people who look like Fallout 3 ghouls are trying to proposition me.
Well, I mean, like, maybe she kind of saw as, like, I apparently know who's, like, is the worst he's ever been, so I think I can handle it.
Well, she would, like, say, you tell the best stories, you're so funny. And I'm like, girl, you fucking high.
So she was just really high, apparently, then.
Yeah, I mean, she's from California, dog.
Yeah,
of course. That goes without saying.
Yeah, just super blaze all the time.
She's gonna be pissed that I said that.
Absolutely.
Because her and her sister watch this shit. She has like a 14-year-old sister who loves the shit out of you, dog.
Oh, no.
Like, the only reason she likes me is because I'm very loosely associated with you.
Oh, I think you've actually mentioned this before.
Yeah. And
that's a problem.
She's actually come to my stream on the hunt for you before, and I think that's
a little.
Abigail, you need to knock that shit off, dog.
I mean, I didn't mean for that to happen.
No. I think it's funny.
Oh, okay. I mean, is she doing okay? She having a good time at least?
Oh yeah.
All right, that's good.
She's a good kid. Although it sucks because she's like, in her previous life, she must have pissed off like a shaman or some shit, or some sort of wizard.
Fucking shaman.
Because in her current life, she has a gluten allergy. She can't eat fucking bread. And she's also lactose intolerant. Now, either one of those suck, but she has a combination. So when she orders a pizza, it has to be like a gluten-free vegan cheese abomination. And if that wasn't fucked up enough, if that wasn't enough of just a defilement of a sacred food item, she puts pineapple on it.
Oh.
And so, I don't know, man. I tried it, and it was very, very, I don't understand how people live like that, dog.
I will be honest, I have tried pineapple pizza. I believe I did this a while back, but I still did give it an honest attempt because I committed. People are just like, yo, do it. I'm like, fuck it, I'll give it a shot finally. Right. And I didn't horribly despise it as much as I thought I would, which kind of really baffled me. I don't know.
I just don't
what's
like the
going on.
contrast between flavors. I don't like the sweet and sour sort of shit, I guess. The sweet and acidic sauce. Like, it's too much. Like, I love pineapple. It's my favorite fruit. That's the funny thing.
Right.
I'm a cocksucker for pineapple.
I mean, who isn't
But-
at that point?
I just don't like it on pizza. You know what I mean?
I mean,
But I have a confession, too, is I tried the vegan cheese, and I was surprised because it didn't taste horrible. I was
Really?
like, wow, this actually kind of tastes good. But the problem is, it's not always about taste. You have to consider the texture. And vegan cheese has like this slimy texture to it. It's like chewy and slimy. And so even though it doesn't really taste bad in and of itself, the texture just kind of, it feels like you're eating some sort of ogre pussy or some shit. You know what I mean?
oh god, I fucking hate ogre pussy.
Absolutely. It's not ethical at all.
God, yeah, that's that bad shit. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. I never tried to.
No, that was my own fault. I tried it just because I want to shit talk pineapple pizza still.
I get
But
it.
if
That's fine.
I have the opportunity, I'm gonna try it to see if I'm wrong. Because I mean, the first step to being a winner is being a loser, and a part of being a loser is being able to accept that you're wrong.
Yeah,
And so I tried that shit, and I noped the fuck out, dog. I don't. If you eat pineapple pizza, you are a degenerate. If you eat vegan cheese, you are a degenerate. And if you eat pineapple pizza, the gluten-free crust, and then put pineapples on it, I don't even know what the fuck to say to you.
I don't really think that's actually pizza at that point.
Yeah, like, is it really pizza at that point?
I feel like there's like a certain line that you cross for that to be pizza, but it doesn't work.
It's kind of like calling a burger a sandwich, you know what I mean? Like, technically, I guess it is, but does anyone really call it a sandwich?
No, that's just wrong. Yeah, no. I don't think legally that's even fair.
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't do that. Fuck. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I definitely think that I would have left that environment if I were you. So you're strong. You're strong to have kept going.
Oh, man, I'm from Texas. I eat steak. I'm a healthy boy.
I understand we've had a few discussions about steak before. You know your cuts, man.
Dude, I had a discussion about a lot of the same topics I've had with you with DSP, and he...
Yeah?
I honestly, like, DSP's my boy now. Like, I'll take a fucking BB for him.
Damn, really,
Because-
dog?
Yeah, dog. We're boys. We're kicking it. And
Wow.
I asked him, yo, DSP, we're kind of getting serious and shit. Like, this relationship is proceeding along nicely, but I have to ask you the friendship breaker question. What a burger, In-N-Out?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And he said, what a burger's fucking great. In-N-Out is shit. And he said he likes medium rare steak. And I'm like, you know what? DSP ain't that bad of a guy. I like him. He's got...
Huh.
That's really surprising.
Weird. I mean, really, you know a person better by knowing what they put in their mouth, so I guess that does make
Exactly,
sense.
dude. Like, personally, well, actually, I won't go there, but I would say that's an accurate assessment.
Yeah, I get you. Huh. Well, I mean, like, because, like, eating food is a very intimate thing. And
Yeah, I don't like eating around other people, honestly.
I remember the first time when I was very young. I had a girlfriend in high school, you know, the young girlfriend kind of deal. And we went to go get some food, and I didn't barely touch any food ever. I was hungry as hell, but I just didn't want to eat in front of her. I just felt like it was a weird thing, even though I've done it plenty of times at, like, you know, school and all that shit. But I just
You just
didn't do
even
it.
wanted to, like, break up with you because you got, like, a little bit of sauce on your lower lip.
No, I would hate that. It'd be the worst. But I realized afterwards she was fucking insane. She used to, like, claw my arms up for no reason. I don't understand.
Did she glomp you, bro?
She did not glomp me,
All
but
right.
she, like, dug her fucking nails into my arm a lot, and it hurt so
now, under
bad.
certain sexy circumstances, that can be alright, but you're talking just out of the blue,
Just
coming up
normally,
and just, like,
completely
gashing.
normally. Like, this is totally freaking normal for her, and I don't know why, and I hated every second of it.
Like, did she only do that to you, or was that, like, something she did to everybody, or what?
I'm pretty sure it was only me, but of course, and I learned after the
That's
fact she
cute,
wasn't
dog.
doing only me. So I mean, there's that too.
Wow.
So you know, it's
Tough
just
times.
part of growing up, man. Part of growing
Do
up.
you think, can you go ahead and take a look at the puzzle box art? Does she look anything like the character on the left? 'Cause-
No, actually. Luckily, at least. I guess
I can
chest
kinda
wise, it
picture
was pretty
that.
similar though.
like, I can kind of picture that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, she definitely at least had visible eyeballs. That was a thing.
What color?
Don't remember.
You don't. Wow, what a great boyfriend, dude. Don't even remember your girlfriend's eye color.
I
Jesus
think they
Christ.
were green. I think they were green.
think.
But you
How
gotta
long did you
remember,
date?
this was 15 years ago.
No, that's not the question I asked, motherfucker. How
Okay.
long did you date?
We only dated for like a few months. It was very short because she had to
Few
move.
months. You can't remember her eye color, dog. Either you
Listen,
got a lot of girlfriends. You're not a considerate lover, man.
I have
What the
never considered myself to be a good boyfriend sort of person. I've
fuck? That's
never
sad.
once
I'm sure
thought
you're a good
that.
boyfriend, dog.
I think that's not true, but I appreciate you
Yeah, you're
saying that. It
probably
makes me
right.
feel nice.
I'm not either, so don't feel bad, dude. Like I sit there and helicopter my micro penis around. That's just really the extent of my romanticism.
I mean, hey, if it's a good time, who cares, really, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, as long as it's consensual micro penis coptering, it's all good.
Absolutely, you gotta get a permit for that shit, dog. It's dangerous.
I think one of the most attractive things I've learned over the years is consent is so hot. Definitely want to get that consent. Like every time, like even like
You
interact
gotta
with
get
a girl.
fucking papers, dog. When I get her to sign those fucking consent papers, just every fucking time I bust a nut.
Yeah, I can't. I get that. I get that. I don't not get that.
Have you ever watched like porn where all they do is sign the consent papers?
No, I haven't found
You
that
should try
tag yet.
sometime, dog.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta look into that. I feel freaking stupid for not checking it out by now.
I actually found, I was looking at some stupid ass Reddit thread where it was something along the lines of, what is your internet white whale? Like, so what thing did you see on the internet once upon a time that you desperately want to rediscover but you can't? And someone said they've been on a quest searching for gay midget porn, and that they've never found gay midget porn
Really?
for all of their time searching. Apparently it's something that doesn't really exist.
No way.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm not gonna go and search that shit and verify, but a couple people in the thread were saying the same thing. Like, holy shit, you're right. We can't find gay midget porn.
Like that just secludes gay midgets then at that point. Like, what are they supposed to
dude.
crank it to?
I
That's
don't
not
know,
fair.
Man. They gotta be trailblazers and make that shit themselves, I suppose.
Well, like, what if they're camera shy? Like, how would they do that?
That could be a home video, bro. It could be amateur.
You're right. Amateur does work, I guess. But even at that point, like, what about the homosexual midget who was also a virgin? How is he ever gonna get his rocks off at that point?
That's an excellent fucking question. I feel like this is a problem that needs to be addressed immediately.
100%. Like, if
You need
it
to go on a
isn't-
fucking quest to find gay midgets, dude.
I mean, if you want, you can be my wingman. We'll find this together. We'll just like
Hell yeah, dude.
hit it up in that Google.
We could this could be our niche, dude. We can evolve. We can break the shackles of playing video games and play matchmaker to gay midgets.
I don't personally know any, but I am more than down to give it a shot.
I'm sure there's at least one in between both. Like we probably know one. They just haven't said anything, you know?
So, are you saying that if there is one, they should reach out?
Yes.
And-
If you are a gay midget, contact either me or Mr. Cryaotic over here.
Right.
And we will get the ball rolling on this gay midget pornography.
We're just good people.
We can be innovators. We can leave our mark on the world.
We could be. You know what? I like that. I think that's a noble cause. I feel like I'm
Glad you
putting down the
agree,
wrong fucking shit. Wait, what? Hold on a second. There's something amiss here.
What's that?
Where's all right, hold on a sec. This right here, by the way, I don't know if this works. Does it work? Because see how the shade changes here?
Yeah, you're right.
I think that one's actually possibly incorrect.
Yeah, it looks like it works there. Kind of with this piece.
Yeah, that one definitely
Yeah.
does there.
So maybe we flip this somewhere. I don't know.
Very.
No, this one has to be here because it's got part of the window.
Does it? Yeah. Go ahead and plop that
So
down
it-
real quick right here.
This one's probably here.
I don't. Maybe?
No, not quite.
No.
Not
Yeah, you gotta like line it all up. Okay, so
Now
if that's
let's
the
try
case,
it.
I don't think this fits then. Because that shift in the color.
Yep, there we go.
That's
it.
it. Perfect. Wait, is it perfect though?
No, we still have this. Like, the border is definitely in need of some reparations.
Yeah, there's a few problems I'm seeing definitely. Oh, here we go. Let's see again. All right, we got this all done here. This is all done. Down here, I'm pretty sure is all done. So there's just something wrong with this setup at this point in time. I think somewhere along the lines we fucked up this.
Yep, we did.
But where? All right, where's the final line piece? This right here? Okay.
I suppose. Okay.
Where's that exactly go? Is that a rooftop? What is that?
See, that looks right. Like, the border looks right, but
Oh
other
yeah,
parts don't
that
line up.
matches right there. Yeah. And then.
But
Fuck.
then what the fuck is this?
Hold
shit
on.
lit up?
Actually,
This
you know what?
is-
Move this down. Ah! And then
Oh, yeah, it's
got
not
it.
good.
Wait, no, maybe not. Hold on. Hold on a second. Huh? And then. Huh? Huh? Check
Alright,
it.
Good shit.
That looks
yeah, dog.
damn good now. Nice. And then this could probably go there. I think we're wizards, Harry.
Dog, I still got a couple years before I become a wizard.
I know you've been working on that for a long time, I hear.
Yep.
How do you do that again? For those who don't know.
You gotta get to the age of 30 without acquiring any sexual fuck.
That sounds really
Can't have
difficult.
any of the fuck, dude. You cannot have your powers drained by fluid druids, by semen demons, or any number of other detestable beings.
That sounds just like so fucking challenging, but
Absolutely.
it sounds worth it though. Like in the end, I think that is a noble cause.
They might have made fun of me for being a turbo version Betamax kissless, hugless, friendless, handholdless freak. But when I'm casting level 3 fireball, they will eat their words, dog.
God, and a fireball apparently too.
That's, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. You're not gonna like
Their words-
cast one of those
Their
on me,
words
right?
were like fireballs to me, bro. It hurt. It stung.
Yeah, they deserve it at that point. That's
Cast
just
a
not
fireball on you, I don't know.
Like,
Well, we'll see.
maybe I might deserve it though. We don't know
We'll
yet.
see.
Like,
Make no promises.
I'm gonna try my best to divert your interest in putting that in me. The fireball, of course.
I was about to say, dog, you alright over there? I'm not. I'm talking fireballs, literally.
Yeah,
Literally,
yeah.
If you're from the UK.
Yeah, we're not talking about the alcoholic beverage either. We're talking about an actual
Yeah.
burn your finger kind of thing. I'm gonna work on the Bloodborne logo actually right now.
I was working on that, but it's too much for my Texan brain to handle.
I understand there's a lot of letters there.
Here's another piece of it. There's a little corner.
Nice. There's this piece here. This one right here. There we go. I think. What? Wait, no. Yes? What? Am I drunk?
You okay over there, dog?
I might be. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just very a little perplexed right now as to what I'm looking at. Is this
Oh,
work?
by the way, I was meaning to ask you something.
Yeah. What is that?
Can you tell me a little bit about Yakuza 0?
Oh my god, my man. I can tell
Is
you.
that game? Do you think I would enjoy that game?
All right. Yakuza 0. That is one of the things I'm very passionate about these days. So I might oversell it to you and might hype it up too much. That's the problem. I don't want to be that guy.
Give me your honest feelers, dog.
Or my honest
Give me your
feelings.
true and honest opinion.
My truly honest opinion of the Yakuza Zeros. Okay, so pretty much the main gist of Yakuza 0, without spoiling too much, it is a few different things. One is a very serious, like, crime-driven story of, like, the Yakuza life, Japanese mafia and all that stuff, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And everyone loves,
Part of that.
a good that. I mean, if they don't, then they're wrong. So
Yeah.
hopefully you understand that reasoning there. Oh, there we go. So at that point, we have the very serious story where people are betraying each other. There's people trying to set people up to take the fall of, like, yo, you killed this guy. That's like one of the first things is you're framed for killing somebody, and that's a huge no-no in the Yakuza world if it's like an innocent, So he's being framed for killing somebody, so he is outcasted, which is another big no-no. So he could potentially just pretty much be on a hit list at that point. And they want him to take the fall and get arrested and all that stuff. And he's like, that's some bullshit. So we're all about not getting arrested and not being framed, which we're still gonna get framed. Anyway, we have this really serious story. And then on top of this really serious story, we have the combat system. And I know you love your gameplays and all that stuff. So you need to know that the combat system is not as in-depth as the things you might be used to. AKA...
I play Morrowind. Like, I can play games for reasons other than
Okay, alright.
It's not necessarily deal breaker. Just when it comes to shit like Souls or third-person RPGs, then it's
okay, that's fair.
Story.
I get that. So the thing with this game's combat system is, even though even though it is not super, I guess, in-depth, it is still fun. It is satisfying to land a punch. It is satisfying to grab a dude and smash his head into the wall. It gives you a real feel of you're a badass. So you have fun kicking people's ass. Now, the real meat of the whole game, though, in my opinion, is the amount of completely unnecessary side shit you can do. So we have the super serious story of, the Yakuza drama and all that stuff, the crime and all that stuff. However, the side shit is completely out of left field. XD random comedy.
Holds up Spork?
Holds up Spork, 100%. There's, just to give you some examples of what I'm talking about here, there is randomly you'll find a dominatrix who is very weak-willed, and she has no confidence, and you help build this woman's confidence in the middle of a children's playground while they're all like, what the fuck's going on?
What the fuck,
yeah,
dude?
Pretty much. And so you go back to the dominatrix place. She has a client who's like, I want to see you improve, or I'm gonna quit. I'm not coming here and shit. And she doesn't want to get fired. So you improve her confidence, but he comes all of a sudden. So you gotta hide in the corner.
What, he comes all of a sudden? Was it like a surprise ejaculation?
No. He arrived at her place of business all of a sudden, and he arrived, and so you had to hide. Otherwise, it'd be really awkward to be found in there with her, because you don't want to be seen as a pervert by this other pervert.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. So you're giving her the advice, and she takes the advice that you gave her, and whether or not you did good or not, he'll react to be like, "Oh, that's so fucking hot," when she calls him a human pig and all that shit. Because dominatrixes say that weird shit. And if you, for me, for example, apparently I know dominatrixes like off the back of my hands. Like I used to know one back when I played WoW, but I got his rocks pretty fucking set off. Like he loved that shit. So
wait, what the? Okay, well, hold up.
Yeah.
I was kind of zoned out. Can you run this by me one more time? I was with you until dominatrix and then getting his rocks off.
Okay, so pretty much what happened at that point in time. What in the playground, I gave her tips. She's like, what would I do in this situation? What would I do in this situation? So I gave her ideas of what she should say in those situations.
Oh, no, okay, I got that. I thought you were talking about, you said something about World of Warcraft dominatrixes or some shit.
Oh, yeah, when I played WoW, way back, I used to play on an RP server, and RP servers are just full of,
I horrible
thought you
degenerates. From the Yakuza to, a WoW.
No, I was just making sure you know that I had experiences with dominatrixes back in the day. Way back in the day.
Of course, that's good, dog. You have to credentials.
Yeah, absolutely. I was qualified. All right, so after that, he arrived, and again, for me, it might not work for you if you don't know how to treat these swine how they want to be treated. He loved it, but however, I accidentally got found out there. He's like, "Oh, who's this? This is weird. I'm uncomfortable now." And then my confident dominatrix, she's like, "Ha! This is exactly where I wanted you, pig. I wanted you to be seen by this well-dressed man, being the filthy, disgusting pig that you are." And so he just fucking lost it. He was so into that shit. He was just so fucking happy to be seen by this well-dressed man. Yes. Oh! He was just so pleased with the service he was provided that
Did he tip you?
He didn't tip me, but I'm pretty sure she gained a customer for life at that point.
Alright.
And she got exactly what she wanted, which was her confidence. So I walked away happy. There's plenty of other stories from that game if you need them. I got you.
There was
sounds
sounds like an adventure.
it is in fact an adventure. There is also a I ran up to this high school couple who was having this fight, and I was like, man, what the fuck's wrong with you two? And the girl's like, nothing, and she ran away. And I was like, oh, God, and the boyfriend was like, please help me, she's just being so weird lately. So I'm like, all right, what the fuck's wrong? So I go and tail her down, and I find her standing on the side of a street corner, and some creepy dude comes up to her, and wait, no, wait, that's not what happened. I came up to her, and she's like, are you the client? And I'm like, what? And long story short, she was selling her panties to old creepy men. And so it was a huge runaround. I managed to find the ringleader who was selling all the panties to people. Or it was really gathering all these high schoolers to sell the panties, which was another high school girl getting them to sell their panties. And then after I got that all settled, she fell in love with me. I got them to stop selling their panties. She fell in love with me, and now she works as a manager at my real estate agency.
What the fuck?
Yeah, pretty good times. Definitely a thing that you should tell the family about. There's so many instances of things very similar to that, which if you're into that kind of weird shit, I think you'd be down. I think you'd appreciate it.
Speaking of weird shit,
yeah,
I got a bone to pick with you, my friend.
Oh God, what'd I do now?
See, your mouth got the better of you, and I saw that you made a comment in your one of your previous wind down hours that the YouTube audience wouldn't be able to handle me.
That's true. That is very true.
And now I feel like expectations have been placed on me. Like now I have to say or do or talk about something that is just gonna blow their fucking minds.
Fuck, you're right. I'm sorry.
I'm going to preface my story with, you brought this upon yourself.
That is more than fair. I really shouldn't have done.
And I have to do my God-given duty of making your YouTube audience uncomfortable.
Okay.
So what we're gonna talk about today is dolphins.
Dolphins?
You like dolphins, bro?
I love dolphins.
How much? You go swimming with a dolphin?
No, I remember watching. I think it was a King of the Hill thing about. No, actually, no. I think it was a real instance of a dolphin raping somebody.
Okay. Well, that's no one cares about that. That's pussy shit.
Yeah, I got you.
Dolphins have some. There are two interesting characteristics about dolphins. I'm gonna get the less interesting one out of the way.
Okay.
Male dolphins can ejaculate with enough force to poke your eyeball out and cause severe physical harm to you if they come inside of you. So if you're thinking about fucking a dolphin or getting fucked by a dolphin, it might be time to reconsider.
I personally have never, but I get that there's some people who might.
Now here's the fun part.
Okay, I'm down for fun.
You like jelly?
Jelly, like jam and jelly and all that such?
Yeah, you like jam jelly?
Yeah,
sort of shit you put on a sandwich is good, right?
Yeah, it's great. I love jelly.
Well, I want to talk to you about a particular type of jelly that I like to call dolphin pussy gelatin.
Okay.
And what dolphin pussy gelatin is, and you can, this is, let me go ahead and say that none of this is fictitious. You can go ahead and Google all of this shit, and you will see that, as per usual, I am right.
Okay, all right.
Female dolphins secrete a lubricant, a jelly, out of their vagines that causes the male dolphins to repeatedly orgasm over and over. So if you're ever out on a boat and you just hear, oh, over and over, you know what's fucking happening, dog.
The jelly?
And, yeah, the jelly.
Whoa.
And researchers doing God's work,
of course,
decided, we need to see if this shit works on humans.
Oh, no.
This shit seems incredible. So they did primate trials. They tested on some sort of ape or monkey. I'm not exactly sure what.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
It worked.
Oh.
It worked.
It does?
It works. It works.
No.
The main problem is it's so potent that you're gonna like cum yourself to death. You're gonna be like so fucking tired, and it's gonna end up being like painful because of how much stimulation you're going through. But I want to live in a future where I can go to fucking Walmart and I'm going down the jam. I see Smucker's jelly. I see Smucker's jam, and I see Smucker's dolphin pussy gelatin.
Oh my god.
That's the future I want to live in, dog. And that's why you should vote for me in 2020, speaking of politics.
Dude, I had no idea.
Sif, come here. My running mate is sleeping over here.
Of course.
Sif, you need to give your side of the speech here. You want a minute? Speak. Sif says vote for me.
Oh my god, dude, she's
Good
so
girl.
good at that.
Good girl. Who's your good puppy? Is it you?
Honestly, at this point, if you
That's
don't
right.
vote for you, you must be some kind of communist.
I will dump the drumpf.
Whoa, is that your new slogan?
The promises of Dolphin Pussy Gelatin will set our nation free.
God, I do want to be free. I love free things
Absolutely.
too. Wow. All right, man. Thank you for that political statement you gave there.
Yeah, dude, no problem.
Like,
And like I said, I realize that is a very, very bold claim, and that you're probably saying this motherfucker is high, he is full of shit, and that is true.
oh.
But this particular statement is verified by science, and you can go look it up.
I do love science.
You can go look it up, and you can go post in the comments on what you find, and it should be fun for the whole family.
Huh. Thank you very much for that outlook on life there. Like,
Yeah, man.
where do you
that's gonna
read?
get
Like,
edited.
where do you get all these like facts here? Like, where's the research?
Fucking no, I read everything, dog. I'm an internet anomaly. I'm a motherfucker who can go to like just the front page of Reddit and click on links that are loosely related to one another and end up reading about like black holes or pygmy hippopotamus on Wikipedia or some shit. And I just have like a compendium of stupid shit that nobody could conceivably give a fuck about in my mind.
Huh. Interesting. Well, what was the latest thing that you learned from old Reddit?
From old
From
Reddit?
old Reddit.
I don't even fucking know. Learning? I don't know if that's what I would call
Oh, you
it.
want to call it learning? Like being enlightened by then.
I feel like it's a information lobotomy. That's what I would describe it as.
Okay.
Like it's just information being forcefully pierced into your brain.
It's just like you just can't get it out at that point. It's in there. It's not going away.
I remember. All right, this isn't what I learned, but I read a story. They were talking. There's like waiters and waitresses of Reddit. What is the most fucked up thing you overheard? I'm sorry.
That's all good.
I fucked it up.
It's all good.
And someone said that there was like a super obese African American couple that came into the restaurant, and the chick got pissed because the dude ordered something she didn't like, and his rebuttal was, and I'm paraphrasing here, but it was something to the effect of, "Bitch, you can eat a bowl of chili and I will still eat that ass of yours, so shut the fuck up and let me eat what I want." And I think that was the correct response.
Damn.
I think we should all strive to be that compassionate and caring towards our significant others.
I guess I got some work to do myself. I don't know if I could.
You don't know if you could?
I don't like. Have you ever
How can you say you love her if you can't even eat her poop?
How can you say you love her if her vagina is just very, very off?
What are you talking, like a Sarlacc from Star Wars off? Or are you talking like a deviant oyster?
I'm talking like
how off we talking about?
the bog of eternal stench off. Like there's just something going on down there. Maybe she needs to see a doctor or something.
Like the kind of off where if you lift her skirt up, she says, "Oh, are you cooking fish for dinner?"
Yes, actually.
Okay.
Very similar to that. I personally am not.
They made Febreze for a reason.
I feel like that wouldn't feel good for the receiver.
That's why you got to make the aftermath feel good, baby.
Oh, I guess it's kind of like what's it called, icy hot, but more like hot and then icy. No, just hot and hot, I guess.
Yeah.
God, because
two different types of hot though.
Yeah, that's true. Huh.
See, now you're getting it, dude.
Man, life is just so much more difficult for a Texas person, I guess. Or maybe it's easier and it's just harder for me. I'm not sure.
Well, we get some badass steak, dog, so it's worth it.
God, you're fucking right. I'm actually really
Dude,
jealous.
I go to California and I eat steak there, and it
just
only had like one steak that I would consider palatable, and it was from this expensive ass restaurant in Disney called Blue Bayou.
How much is that steak?
$40-$50.
$40-$50, man?
It's expensive. It was like our 1 year of dating anniversary dinner, so it was worth
that's
it.
adorable.
It's a special occasion. Oh, shut the fuck up.
That's adorable.
I remember. Don't
I remember
patronize
when
me.
you first two got together, And
yeah, I remember when I first met you, came into my Bloodborne stream. Funnily enough, everything always comes back to Bloodborne. Look at what we're doing right now.
Always.
And you're like, man, you're so fucking good at this
So
game.
fucking
Holy
good
shit.
at this
so
game.
Fucking
So
good
fucking
at this
good
game,
at this
dog.
game.
I remember one time, you're such. See, this is your problem,
What's
dog.
up?
You say nice things to all the ladies, myself included. Like
I will admit that is true.
I came into your Dark Souls stream one time, your Dark Souls stream when you were first playing it, and I said something along the lines of, which YouTuber are you collaborating with next? Haha. You know, kind of poking fun at you.
Right.
And you said, Tolomeor, the only person I want to collaborate with is you. And I'm like, oh man, baby.
That sounds like a thing I would say, yeah.
I'm like, damn, this motherfucker's got game. Here we are. Over a year later, we're finally collaborating.
Finally, it took long enough.
Hell yeah, baby.
I will admit that is a character flaw of mine. I am definitely.
I'm not trying to grill you, dog.
No. It's all good. It's all good. I just know that is.
I just think it's fucking funny how you butter people up.
I'm just fucking used to it at this point.
You got a talent for it, man. I gotta be honest with you, dude.
See, here's the thing. When I was younger, I was all like, timid and shit. And so I just want to make people feel good, and sometimes it doesn't.
I'm the opposite,
like,
dude. I'm an abrasive cunt. Like,
I get that.
Being in any sort of relationship with me is like fucking sandpaper.
Oh.
There's some weirdos who kind of get off on that thing, but for most people, it's just like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh no.
That is definitely a. It's a different experience than most people might realize. Huh.
But it's like I said earlier, dog. I am going to force you.
You're gonna force me
to play Monster Hunter World with me. Maybe Dauntless if that ends up being good. Monster Hunter World for sure. We're gonna play that shit. I will be your Matt Damon.
You'll be my Matt Damon?
I'll be your Matt Damon, dog, and we will sit there and we will fucking crush the pink all goddamn day.
I really want. I know this is gonna date the video by talking about a game that's not out yet and speculating, but I really want that game to be good. I really do. Like, if it
looks good. I think so far, based on what I've seen, if there's any, like, they've gotten rid of some things that a lot of the purists will dislike. Like, back in, I don't know how much Monster Hunter you played.
I played a good amount of try. I did at least 60 hours of try.
So you know how your character's a fucking retard, and whenever you drink a potion, he sits there and does like a flex, like he's the king of the goddamn world.
Yeah, just a little shing, like when you're done with it too.
Yeah, and so it takes 3 years, and you get hit, and your potion's fucking worthless. Well, apparently they're getting rid of that, and they're making it slow you a little bit, but they're not making you go through this big ass animation.
I'm personally okay with that.
See, some people are like, man, all the other games had it, so this is like this is terrible. I can't believe they're getting rid of this shit. Me personally, if they balance the game around and it still ends up being challenging, that sounds good. Like, I want the game to be difficult, but I don't necessarily want the game to be difficult because it takes 3 fucking years to use an item. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you can change a game up and it still be difficult because, like, it's called actually changing a game instead of like repeating the same content all over again. Like, look at freaking all the Call of Duties and shit.
Because in the Monster Hunter's Monster Hunter has been innovating. But really, they have not done anything drastic to change the formula in too long. Like, they've done some things, like they've added stances for the weapons and shit, but they haven't, like, really... I don't know. I feel like this amount of polish could be a good thing, and I might eat my words on this one, because it might end up being one of those things where they casualize the game and make it brain dead easy, so like a lobotomized, knuckle-dragging, window-licking, mouth-breathing chimpanzee can beat it.
Yeah, of course.
But I think if they do those changes good, and kind of balance the game around that, then they could polish the game up and still maintaining the difficulty, that it can end up being a better game as a result, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, me and Monster Hunter, like, as of late, haven't really, like, gone on too many dates, just because I'm not a huge fan of handheld games, and that's all they've been releasing.
I can't fucking do it, dude.
It just doesn't work, dude. It hurts my hand to play it on that little thing.
It hurts my neck. Like, I have neck problems. I can't fucking like crane my neck down to look at things for an extended period of time.
That's fair. And like, I've tried it with like emulations and stuff like that, where like, or what's it called? Like a capture card put into your freaking 3DS, so like you get it modded and stuff. Yep. And so I can play it on the monitor and stuff.
But it's super pixelated. It's like 220p.
It looks terrible, and you still got to use the actual, 3DS controller.
Yeah.
It's not.
That's another thing, is the controls are not exactly conducive.
Not at all. Like, I tried a little bit of whatever the big one for the 3DS was. I don't remember exactly what it was called.
There were a couple that were pretty big. Monster Hunter 4, you?
I don't know if I played that one. Not sure. All I know is they implemented like a lot more verticality into the game.
I think they started that shit with 4.
Okay, I think it was 4 that I tried, and it was pretty all right. It's actually kind of funny because I did a branding deal for it because I do like Monster Hunter, so I like to only do branding deals for games that I am pretty fucking sure I'll like, right? So I did a branding deal for that with a guy named Kiori, and wait, was it Kiori? Might have been Kraken. I'm not sure. Either way. I did a branding deal for that, and there was an instance where I was against like one of the first bosses, and it lagged really badly at one point, so the boss was like warping around crazy and shit, and
That sounds terrible.
they did not want me to put that in the video so much. Like, please take that out. Please don't let that be in the video. I kept that in the video. So I definitely think Capcom doesn't like me anymore, but that's okay. That's fine. It's okay to not be liked by Capcom.
True.
For some reason, my Alexa
Slide
just
off
said,
your
okay,
balls, dog.
thanks. I think, holy shit, my Alexa might actually be related to Capcom. Huh, nice. She's a fucking
more
snitch, dude. Damn. God, so, alright, what is on the current agenda for Tolomeor streams as of late?
Oh, fuck. I'm an ocean sunfish, dog. I'm sitting there I'm out floating at the surface and just letting the waves carry me along, while every once in a while a poor innocent bystander comes along and goes, "What the fuck is that thing, dude?"
I get it. I get it.
Just making my way downtown.
Walking fast.
I don't know. I'm super, I'm hitting that point where it really sucks, because I love Souls games, Bloodborne, Dark Souls, whatever.
Yeah, that's like the main
Some of my
thing
favorite games.
Tolo does, by the way, for those who don't know.
Yeah, and if you...
He said articles.
Just to kind of explain what I do challenge runs. Like, I do level 1, new game, plus 7. I do level 1 without rolling, blocking, parrying, and I've done that for all the games except for Demon Souls, because Demon Souls has, 2 bosses that are worth the fuck, and it's just, I don't have the patience.
Right.
But I've done it for Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Bloodborne. So I don't really have a whole lot left to do in the realm of Souls, because I could theoretically, if I really wanted to, I could do speedruns or whatever the fuck. But
really
the idea of just doing
though?
the exact same run every single day, I can barely play the game at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you more than...
And so if I couldn't vary up the gameplay and I had to do just one speedrun all the time, I would just stop streaming, honestly. It would be too boring.
There's just...
So,
it's the same thing in and out each time,
Yeah, so I'm kind of... I do Souls a couple times a week. I do other shit. I've been playing Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Another one of my favorite games. Bloodborne and Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind are my favorite games. So I'm doing this ridiculous fucking Morrowind character. It's only someone as fucking stupid as me could come up with this shit.
What's his character?
My character's name is Jimothy. He's an orc. Okay. And his class is an incel cuck.
Okay.
He has been shunned and spurned by the women folk, the she-devils, the harlots, his entire life.
Huh.
And he's decided that he wants to become a wizard, so he has to reach level 30 without acquiring any relations with a member of the opposite sex, in which, upon level 30, he's going to be a wizard, and he's going to conquer the island, Vardenfell, which is the name of the island, Morrowind.
Right. Okay.
And his ultimate objective is to perform a technique on the premier alpha male of the island. His name's Vivek, and he's basically a living god. He's the biggest Chad in Morrowind.
Fucking Chads. All right, I get that.
And if I want to get out of the no-flex zone, if I want to get out of the friend zone, I gotta fucking cuck Chad, bro.
Okay, you gotta go for Chad's wife or girlfriend or something like that?
No, I'm gonna take... There's a titty bar in Morrowind.
Oh, okay.
An honest-to-God titty bar. It's called the House of Earthly Delights in Saran.
Okay.
So I'm going to create a wizard spell so powerful that I'm going to lure Vivek to the House of Earthly Delights, and I'm going to force him to be my serf. He is going to be my wingman.
Oh.
And then I'm going to take him outside after all of these people, all these women folks see him under the wing of good old Jimothy. And I'm going to perform the technique known as the Jimothy Slam, which has been tried multiple times, but I've yet to survive it.
That sounds really dangerous. What is that about?
Alright, so you get a scroll at the beginning of the game. Some asshole falls out of the sky, and it sounds something like this.
I actually think I know what you're talking about. I played a little bit. Yeah.
And he drops these 3 unique scrolls that give you the ability to do exactly what that motherfucker just did, where you jump so high you fall out of the fucking sky like a goddamn meteor.
Right, yeah, of course.
And I'm trying to get a high enough acrobatics level to where I can survive this shit.
That sounds pretty difficult.
Unfortunately, we tried it again last night. I still do not have enough acrobatics to survive that shit. And I was hyping it up, dude. I was kind of getting into that typical Twitch streamer shit, where I said, this is what it's like to go beyond Super Saiyan before I did it. And I started fucking going Super Saiyan. I started screaming and yodeling the entire time I was jumping.
You were really immersed.
Which was like 30 seconds. I'm like, ah! And then I hit the fucking ground and I died.
Oh.
And I missed my target.
Yeah. Ouch. Sorry.
So it was kind of anticlimactic. But one day it's going to be cool.
Yeah. People forget
That's
all the
what I tell
failures.
myself about me, too. Maybe one day I'll be cool, too, dog. It's just, you got to keep trying.
Yeah, like if you don't if you give up trying, obviously you're not gonna be cool. So I mean, fuck that shit.
And so, and then on Friday I play a random fucking game that's usually retarded. Like last week we played a game called Life of Black Tiger.
Life of Black Tiger.
Yes, which I personally feel the name is very racially insensitive. I feel like it should have been called Life of African American Tiger.
Oh yeah, most.
Because I'm as liberal as they come. You know what I mean? We gotta respect. And the thing about that is, it's like the worst game ever, dude. Like it's terrible. Like your fucking cat barely has any animation. He's just kind of galloping along like a lobotomized idiot. And it has like severe grammar errors. It's like follow human and kill to drink blood. Or whatever the fuck. And it was just, I played it when I was drunk and it was funny, but I think if I was playing it sober, I would have been very upset that I spent $10 on the game.
It was $10, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Man, I gotta do what I can for the people, dog. I gotta show them shit shows, and I am turning the webcam on.
Oh, yeah, I get you. I mean, you don't really, need that these days, apparently.
Oh, no, I mean, I'm just saying if I had a webcam on, it would be a shit show, because,
Oh! Well, yeah, because you would definitely, that's what you'd have to do for your jam.
And so, this Friday, I guess tomorrow, I found a illicit copy of Glover 2.
Glover 2 was a thing?
2. It was never released. No, it was never released, but I found a ROM that has, an incomplete version of it. And it has enough, I played a little bit of it at the very beginning of it, and it has enough content where you can actually make a stream out of it, and it looks retarded, dude.
Oh.
They took a lot of stuff from Banjo-Kazooie. Like, the characters have voice acting, and they do, the same sort of, when you fucking talk to them, you know?
Yeah, okay.
That they did in Banjo-Kazooie, and so, we'll see how that is, I suppose.
That sounds really bad.
That's my stream in a nutshell, dog.
Huh. I mean...
So fucking bad that it's just, you can't look away.
At least you're confident with it.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, you gotta play to your strengths. I can't dish out insightful commentary. I can't make the big plays in League of Legends, so I gotta show the entire world my extra chromosomes, you know?
I really wish I personally could make the big plays in League of Legends, but I still can't. It just doesn't really work out. We
should do a Return to League of Legends stream, dog, and that's probably the worst idea I've ever had in my entire fucking life.
No, it's probably one of the worst things you've said to me.
Remember when we played Hearthstone?
Yeah, dude? I remember Hearthstone.
We were the fucking A-team.
Dude, Amaz definitely didn't have shit on our skills.
Absolutely. Amaz, listen to me. If you hear this video, dog, me and Cry, you might be master of the arena, dog, but you can't handle the BBC.
Exactly, man. You just can't.
We got the God gene, baby.
Gosh, man.
You can't handle this shit.
We have just too much power locked up inside,
Absolutely.
just waiting
With
to burst out. With
our cocks combined, we can put anyone in the cock shed, dude.
Gosh, the one thing that really keeps me from doing that is the amount of just unnecessary whining I would hear from the actual cuckolds in that situation. There'd be a lot of like, wah, you know. You don't want to hear that. You just don't want to hear that. So I might personally take a step back, but if you want to do it, I'll watch it happen. I'll record it and send it to him if you want.
Hell no, dog. I'm not playing League of Legends by myself. Are you out your mind?
You're right.
I would rather stab my dick with an ice pick than play that fucking game by myself.
All right, so maybe we should just settle for Monster Hunter instead. How about that?
Yeah, see you next year, dog. So,
Sounds good to me. Shit.
I don't know.
All right, so I usually end these because we fucking crushed this puzzle. By the way, we destroyed it.
Oh yeah, dude, I do puzzles. Like I'm not exactly 100% focused, so like I just suck. But I'm really into jigsaw puzzles. I do them all the time.
Dude, like, what was your biggest puzzle you remember doing?
2,000 pieces.
What was it up?
It was. I told you, dog. Ocean. I always do like
yeah,
underwater
that's right.
movies and shit.
Damn, man. And then
Yeah.
you got furry. Bloodborne Rule 34.
I have to say, this is the most artistically inspired, or perhaps, well, okay, I won't say that, but it's artistically inspired.
I understand. I fully get it.
Yeah,
Like,
it is. I really, if the person who made this piece of art,
I believe their name
watches
is
this video.
Tiny Face Art.
Tiny Face Art, dog, you the real MVP.
As they are.
But I'm gonna have to ask you, if you ever make more of this type, please give Lawrence a flaming cock.
He definitely
I want to see
needs
Sunny Delight all over Amelia's chest, man. Come on.
just a bunch of little lava spurts right there.
You can do better, dude. You can do better. This is good. It's a good first step, but I really feel like you don't have the pivotal point of the puzzle just
I don't
yet.
think they really got too immersed in the characters to really get there.
But it's obvious. You look at every single iota of this
Right,
motherfucker.
yeah.
He's leaking from everything. He's got antlers that are leaking lava. Come on,
It's true.
dog.
Huh.
The only antler that needs to be leaking is the one in between your legs. We all know that.
Maybe
And I just wish it would be reflected in this.
in his lore scenario, maybe that's just sweat. His lava is sweat, possibly.
I think you're reading too far into
I
this.
guess you're right.
You should post about that on the Bloodborne Reddit as a lore theory.
I should.
Why Lawrence's blood is actually just sweat.
Question mark? Have us,
You'd write like a 50 fucking page theory on why it's sweat.
and then they just get
I'll help you
so
out with it.
upset with that theory. They're just like, you are so wrong.
No, see, the thing you gotta do with Soul's lore is you gotta bumblefuck them. You know what? I mean, you gotta use so many big and convoluted explanations for shit that doesn't matter, that if you just overwhelm them with information, they won't be able to sit there and dissect everything and kind of piece it together. So if you just flood them with bullshit, they're gonna just accept it, dude. Like, that's what you gotta do.
Dude, I don't know if I'm unlazy enough to commit that hard, but
Oh, I know you're not. It would just be funny.
okay. I mean, at least I know the actual method of doing it if I need to, because I'm sure you
Absolutely.
have plenty of experience with dealing with these types of sorts.
Oh, yeah.
Those people, you know.
Well, I don't usually go into lore. I don't really care about the lore. I honestly think the lore of Souls games in particular is kind of
What?
it's kind of dumb.
Oh man.
Like,
Oh shit.
I know those are fighting words for the Souls community, but after the first game, it's just like, it's so fucking convoluted. And they took the choose your own adventure fill in the blank shit to such an extreme that you can make like the most preposterous theories and they'd be sound. I guess some people enjoy that, but like, you've literally got people on the fucking forums saying that, like, do you remember the giant ass worm in Dark Souls 3 that shot lightning?
Yeah.
People theorize that that's Solaire from Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, that's not Solaire.
Oh! That should be your reaction to that.
I don't. How is that him? Exactly.
I don't know, dog. It's a fucking mystery. In fact, there is a song called "It Is a Mystery," and I wish I could play it for you right now.
Definitely a good
It
copyright
is a
hit,
great
I'm
fucking
sure.
song. Absolutely.
100%. That's just YouTube in 2017 these days.
Hell yeah, dude.
Gosh. So,
But it's, I don't know, like, I like Bloodborne lore. I think Bloodborne lore, and I know I'm being a huge Bloodborne cocksucker right now. I'm just taking Bloodborne in every orifice.
yeah, of course, I get it.
But Bloodborne has enough of, like, a framework of a legitimate story that you don't have to sit there, like, playing 7-dimensional connect the dots. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You can kind of get like a basic gist of everything that's going on, but it's playing the fucking game. And there's still points where you can kind of fill in the blanks and interpret what happens, but that's not like that doesn't take the place of a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while since I actually fully played Bloodborne. I don't really understand a lot of it, but to my knowledge, I thought the endings were kind of cool. Like the one where you become like the alien slug baby. That was kind of neat.
Then in Dark Souls 3, dude, like, you haven't played the DLC. Can I tell you what the last DLC boss is? Because I don't think you're ever going to play it. It's literally Keemstar, bro.
It's Keemstar.
It's this fucking gnome with like a beard and a bloodstained Ku Klux Klan hat who's like doing flips and shit. Like at first he starts on all four because he just got off of twerk practice, but then he stands up and he literally looks like a fucking gnome.
Oh no.
And his name's Gale.
Gale.
Yeah, you never heard of him because they only introduced him in the DLC prior.
So...
And he's just so out of left field as a final boss. Like, he was cool. He's a really good fight. He's one of my favorite fights in Souls. But it's just like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is this shit by Dr. Seuss?
Like, what is his deal, though? Like, why is Gale, like, the final boss?
He ate the Dark Soul.
Oh.
He basically consumed the Dark Soul. So a lot of people, like, you kind of fight a nobody who ended up getting contaminated by the Dark Soul, which is alright.
Yeah.
But in the main Dark Souls 3 game, it's literally like the final boss is Soul of Cinder, where it's supposed to be the combination of like all of the powerful people from previous Souls games, the Lords of Cinder. And then at the end, it's just like, guess what, baby? Gwyn's back from the first game. It starts playing the sad music. I cry every time because Dark Souls 1 is the best game ever made. It's flawless. There's nothing wrong with that game. It's perfect. If you disagree, then you need to step on a landmine.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know.
But, I don't know, dude. I'm not in it for the story, so I'm not going to claim to have like a comprehensive grasp on it or whatever. But it just, the one thing I will give it is Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne seem to have more, they seem to stand on their own rather than Dark Souls 2 and 3. It's just like, what the fuck is happening? Shit's so convoluted now that I don't really get it. So that's one thing I'll give the people like Dark Souls 1 is on an island in a vacuum, Dark Souls 1 has a pretty decent story.
Okay. That's fair. Like, I don't know fuck all about Dark Souls 1, but I hear that was also like some of the best DLC Dark Souls ever got, right?
Yeah. I would honestly argue that the one for Bloodborne was better, but the one thing the Dark Souls 1 DLC did is there was no complete dog shit boss. Because, like, in Bloodborne, you had the living failures, which, like, what the fuck is
nobody
this
liked
shit?
that.
And both of the Dark Souls 3 DLCs, you had stupid shit. There's always just a dumbass boss that nobody really likes in all the DLC.
Right.
And I really like the second one for Dark Souls 3 because it has this giant fucking dragon called Midir that just crushes the pink all day. Dude. People get fucked by that.
Is that the
boss.
dragon where I've seen gifs of people like laying down to dodge lasers and stuff?
Yeah, dog.
Okay.
You know what? You should I'm gonna go into your comment section on this video and pimp my kill.
Oh, okay. Go right ahead.
No, I'm not actually gonna
if you
do
want.
that. But like when the DLC came out, dude, Reddit and just the internet populace at large, like, this is the most unfair boss, has like 7 million health, because you go and you hit its legs and it takes like 100 damage out of a 200 or not 200 20,000 health pool.
Damn.
But if you hit its head, it takes massive damage. Like, actually has a weak spot. It rewards you for hitting the head rather than like the tail or the legs. So most people don't realize that and they just hit his feet and they get fucked. And it was really funny because I'm like, I don't understand why people have so much trouble with this boss. And the man, the myth, the legend, the god himself, Darkside Philip, cocked that boss.
Did he?
He fucked that thing up, dude.
Really?
And he talks shit on Twitter. He's like, I don't see why anyone thinks this boss is hard. And I was showing all my teeth. I was laughing like a fucking baboon.
Wow.
Because DSP, we lived in a bizarro universe for a couple DLCs. DSP was significantly better than the average population of people who played those games.
I mean, you gotta give him credit. I mean, after so long, he's finally better at something that he's done instead of plateauing with Street Fighter, all that such.
I mean, he's still mediocre at best. He rage quit Bloodborne. He didn't do great in Neo. His Neo shit is actually funny. If you watch it, there's quite a lot of funny shit in his Neo playthrough. But as far as the Dark Souls 3 DLCs are confirmed, I remember when Ashes of Ariandel came out, a lot of big streamers took a longer time to beat the last boss of that one as opposed to DSP. Like, he was actually knocking the bosses out quicker than some of the big ticket Soul streamers, and I thought that was pretty funny.
Huh. Like, Lobos and all them.
Yeah, not to knock on the Soul streamers, it's kind of, you got to give credit when he actually manages to not fucking sit there and get sodomized for hours and hours. You know
I mean, this is the guy who didn't understand
still.
crouch jumping. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, he's made a lot of progress. Even regardless of whether you think he's annoying or not, I definitely think he's gotten better. I still wouldn't really call him good.
Yeah.
But he's definitely better. He's a little bit above average, I would say now. At least as far as Dark Souls 3 is concerned.
Huh. So, pretty much you can get me Darkside Phil as another guest for Wine and Out, right?
I could try.
All right, sounds good. Darkside Phil confirmed for next guest. Thank you, Tolomeor, for joining us today.
Okay. No. If you actually want to make this shit happen, he comes into my stream quite. I wouldn't say super often, but he's in there a lot.
All right. Sounds good.
He comes in there. He actually seems to genuinely like talking about whether traps are gay or not. I remember we were having a discussion. I was calling these fat chick enemies in Dark Souls 3 land whales. And how I like to fuck land whales. And he got into it, dude. He was like, yeah, man, I love it when you just fuck a land whale and your balls hit the barnacle. I'm like, oh my god, dude. Holy shit, you're going way too into this shit, DSP.
Jesus.
Holy fuck. So he gets along well with my group of people, because, like, honestly, I was expecting when he first came to my stream that, like, I'm a Souls challenge runner.
Right.
So there are a lot of elitists who are like, I'm good at the game, I want to watch someone who's doing, like, SL1 or whatever. So they're like, really, they take the game seriously, and they'll be the first ones to shit on people who are bad. But DSP's kind of charmed my chat. Like, no one ever talks shit about him. Everyone's nice and polite, and he fits right in, dude. It's so bizarre.
He found his home.
Like, it's the strangest shit in the world, because I remember before I even dreamed of doing, like, Twitch or anything, I was sitting there howling, laughing at his fucking Dark Souls 2 playthrough.
God damn.
And now we're something loosely resembling friends, and I kind of feel like a dick, but not really.
I mean, it just goes to show, like, even though you see someone, like, on the internet, and, they're producing their content, and they might come off as completely the kind of person you never see, like, getting along with. If you actually get to know them, odds are they're actually probably pretty solid.
Now, to be fair...
What's up?
There is a lot of stuff, like video documentation of him having disputes with his old friends and shit. So I'm not gonna jump the gun and be, oh man, DFP's the best. All I'm saying is, with my limited interactions with him, he seems courteous enough.
Okay, that's fair. That's reasonable.
If you really want, I can ask him.
Absolutely, 100%.
It would probably be best if you were in chat with him as well, so he could kind of know who you are. And we could talk.
Pretty sure
I don't promise anything.
He knows me to a bad degree, but
really?
He knows Russ. Russ is banned in his chat, actually.
Does he really remember Russ though?
I don't know actually.
Like, let's be real, dude. He's got so many people giving him shit. I doubt he remembers specific
That's
names
true.
Unless there's like a particularly
fair.
egregious slight. You know.
He ignored several of my DMs though.
That's true. But I can ask him. I've kind of hinted towards, doing like a co-op or something. Cause I think it would be funny to have DSP and someone who does like SL1 no roll new game plus 7 challenge runs co-oping.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Just because it would be like, how the fuck did this ever come to be?
This is just like part
and
of
he
the
seems
thing.
to brush it off. So I'm gonna be honest and say I don't think it'll happen, but I can certainly try. It would be fun.
I think in the end he might be very hesitant, but
He'll definitely be hesitant. He seems really averse to it.
In the long run, I think he would really
collaborating.
think it's probably a great idea, because who doesn't love a jigsaw puzzle?
That's the thing. I think he would probably go and laugh at the fucking jigsaw puzzle
How
shit.
could you? I mean, really?
I love jigsaw puzzles, dude. I just don't see DSP as a jigsaw motherfucker.
Dude, I bet he has done at least a few. I'm sure because he's an older guy. He's been around the block. He was around before video games. What did people do before video games? Obviously, just jigsaw puzzles.
And drugs.
He did several
drug saw
puzzles. He saw some drugs, did the jigsaw.
Hell yeah.
It was a great fucking time, and I'm sure he would really love to get back in those days and relive it again.
Maybe. It just seems like and this might be a little bit too much on like the psychoanalyst analysis side, but I kind of, with Phil, I kind of get the impression that he doesn't really like, he spends most of his time doing like solo YouTube, Twitch content, so he doesn't really, I don't think he has like an outlet to just kind of hang out with the boys and shoot the shit. You
need to get him out of that bubble, man.
And so I think that going into my chat and being questioned on whether or not traps are gay is kind of almost therapeutic in a way. That's the impression I get. Because, and by the way, in case you were wondering, DSP and my dog Sif, my vice presidential candidate for 2020, have confirmed the traps are indeed gay. And to specify, if you see a pretty lady and they end up being a guy, there's nothing gay in the initial attraction, but if you pull down the panties and you see that there's a dick and you pass go and try to collect $200, that's kind of the threshold. That's the red line in the sand where you're saying, this is a wiener. I'm going to fuck this wiener. And I know every time someone's like, ew, but what about the feminine penises? It's just a feminine penis. Let me ask you this, motherfuckers. I will believe in your feminine penises when you motherfuckers start talking about masculine vaginas. I want to see some rip-torn, muscle guns, bulletproof, roughneck, masculine vaginas. Because you can't have it. There can't be feminine masculine penises and not feminine masculine vaginas, right?
I mean...
So show me the evidence. My Twitter handle is twitter.television/Tolomeor_R. Show me the evidence. We need to put this. This is one of the issues that is plaguing our nation. And me and Sif vow to put it into legislation that traps are indeed homosexual.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night. And there's nothing wrong with being gay. What? There's not. Because the thing about that is the people who are like, I kind of get the impression that the people who are denying that they're gay are just kind of people who are insecure in their own sexuality and they're afraid to admit they're gay. And there's nothing wrong with being gay. So, dog, you do you.
Yeah.
I will accept you.
That's...
regardless of what kind of hole you want to find.
Right. I get it.
Unless you're trying to do shit like in this puzzle. I'm putting my arms up. This big X on that one. Don't do this shit.